Hello, everyone. So, today we are doing villains that aren't super great. Could have been fixed by a couple simple features, and this is why yon-rogg is not. Could have been better. Fixing yon-rogg. Fixing Marvel villains. Because Marvel villains are really underappreciated. They aren't usually returning for sequels, unless you're Loki and you just kind of show up everywhere, and now we're getting your own TV show, and also are going to be in thousands of other kinds. Anyway, Loki is one of those villains that seemed to kind of be more important and more deadly than Thanos. I mean, he was literally a brother of one of them, one of the main Avengers, and could turn into them. I mean, Thanos, yeah, he's big and purple and has a ball sack for a chin. He's not as impressive and as imposing as that guy. But yon-rogg, I thought yon-rogg could have been a great villain, just by the simple fact of you didn't know who the villain was in the movie. There was no confirmed villain. It was all Skrulls versus Kree. And of course, Jude Law is a fantastic actor. I really hope that he actually returns, reprises his role as yon-rogg in Captain Marvel 2. Because I liked Captain Marvel, because of kind of the twists and the turns that it took. But yon-rogg really undermined it. He wasn't really that great, he wasn't terrible, he felt very complainy. But I think a couple scenes would have made him a more imposing threat, a more impressive and alarming man. Number one, a total hatred for the Skrull. If they included a simple shot of him kind of beating up a Skrull, where there was no real reason, and Carol could have been trying to stop him, could have shown that he actually really hates these things. Or even just some inherent racism could have helped make him better and more amazing as a villain. I know racism is bad, and we shouldn't allow it. But with a villain like yon-rogg, it would make sense. You could even go into talks that the Skrull kind of murdered some of his family, or he thought that they did, but they didn't, or he could have been one of those things. Another thing that would have been really interesting to see was a deleted scene that I actually kind of wanted to see that would have made him a more alarming threat. Not alarming, but a bad threat for Carol to face. One of them could have been is the simple scene of him talking to the supreme leader, supreme intelligence. And you know who he sees? He sees himself. Because he thinks that he's better than everyone. He thinks that he is the best. I think that would have been a very nice cocky attribute that could have made Carol snap one time and kind of use her powers, and then you could have seen him put her down and get really, well, very angry guy out of him. And also, whenever she was fighting him, you could have had him obviously getting the upper hand, or even holding back. He could come to take a punch, and then doesn't. I think that would have been real cool. And also, just a general hate for the Skrulls isn't good enough to make a villain scary. You need that more stuff to him, that meat. That's what I think could have made yon-rogg a fantastic villain. Of course, there is no such thing as a fantastic villain, so anyway, I've been Rodimus2099. See you in the next video. Sort of like this one. I plan on doing this for a lot of Marvel characters who could have been great, but weren't.